What is there to do in San Antonio besides the Alamo and the Riverwalk? Hi, I'm Kim. I'm a local realtor. And if you're looking to move to San Antonio, this video is for you. When we were first looking to move to San Antonio, there seemed to be a perception that all San Antonio has is the Alamo and the Riverwalk, and that's just not the case. San Antonio has 505 square miles, and there's so much to do here. We have all the typical stuff you may find in a big city. We have all of your retail, shopping, restaurants, museums, attractions, entertainment, museums, things to do with your kids, high adventure activities, outdoor things, water parks, parties, and theme parks. We have all that stuff going on, but we also have some things that are uniquely San Antonio, and that's what I wanted to get into. I had a list that was 2 pages long, but I was trying to narrow it down to what is uniquely San Antonio. Would be hard to find anywhere else. And first I wanted to get into the festivals. San Antonio is big on their festivals. We like to party. And first we have our stock show and rodeo, and this is a big 10-day festival every February. We have your cowboys and cowgirls, we have the rodeo, we have a junior shootout competition, we have livestock, we have a carnival, we have mutton busting when kids are riding sheep, there's live music, there's food, there's all kinds of competitions and events and stuff going on. And if you miss it, there is still the rodeo going on most of the year at the Tejas Rodeo. It runs from March through November, so you can still get your rodeo fix and have a good time. Next we have Fiesta, and this is San Antonio's signature event. 3 million people get involved. 75,000 volunteers are involved. It's 115 events spread over 17 days, and there's all kinds of live music. There's mariachis, tejanos, classical, jazz, pop, rock. There's a 4-night-long block party. There's 3 parades. There's 2 concerts. The whole event commemorates the Battle of the Alamo, and so of course San Antonio takes their fiesta very seriously. And next would be our Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos is in October and November, and it comes from the Mexican or Hispanic holiday Dia de los Muertos, when they honor the dead and remember the dead and have a big party, a festival, a celebration. And here in San Antonio, with all of our cultural heritage, we have Dia de los Muertos. The National Geographic has called it one of the best fall festivals in the United States. We have all the altars, we have the food, all the colorful dresses, we have the parades, and all the live music, and there's a lot of events that go on, so you definitely want to check it out. Oh, and in recent years, since the movie Coco came out, Coco's been incorporated, and then of course we have Frida Kahlo in there as well. Just a real grand celebratory event. And right after that, we have Wurstfest, which is over in New Braunfels. It's a town surrounding San Antonio, funded by German settlers. So this is their version of Oktoberfest, and this is also like 10 days long, and this is a real big festival. You can get some German food, some beer, there's music, there's like a little mini fair for the kids. Definitely another spot to check out. And then December, not necessarily a festival per se, but there's just all kinds of events going on, celebrating Christmas. Definitely, there's a lot to celebrate here in San Antonio. Oh, and I forgot, we also have a Mardi Gras parade that goes on as well. If you're more of a history buff, we have the San Antonio missions, and these are almost 300 years old. They date back to 1730. These were here before San Antonio, like before Texas was a state, before the United States was a country, before Mexico was a city. This is when the Spanish colonists invaded and the indigenous people were facing drought, and the colonists, European diseases, and a lot of them came to live at the Spanish missions, which were along the San Antonio River, as a way to survive. And these missions, then eventually the city of San Antonio sprang up around the missions. So there's a lot of rich history going on there. And if you want to see what San Antonio looked like before it was San Antonio, definitely a place to check out. If you're looking for a more relaxing day, you just want to relax like the locals. If you are local, one spot you can check out is the Pearl District. It's a real popular spot to hang out, especially on weekends. They have a lot of great restaurants around there. There's some green space, there's a splash pad for the kids when it's warm out, and they have what USA Today has said called one of the top 10 farmers markets in the United States. Saturdays is more for the local farmers and ranchers, so you have local fresh produce and meat, and then on Sundays it's more the local artisans. You can find things like pottery, home goods, wood crafts, things like that. And we also have the Japanese botanical gardens. There's a little tea house, but it's just very picturesque. Like everywhere you look is like pristinely manicured landscape and beauty. They even have koi or carp fish, I can't tell the difference. And you'll see people come here to do photo shoots, like for a quinceanera, for a wedding. Just a real beautiful place to walk around. And then once you finish walking through there, it's walking distance if you want to go to the zoo or do the miniature train with your kids. So definitely a spot to check out. If you're into the art scene, we have the Blue Star Arts Complex. That's in the historic King Williams neighborhood. And here's where you can check out what the local artisans are up to. The live-in artists, you can go visit their studios. They have the art galleries. There's also some restaurants around there as well. And this is past the Riverwalk, so this is more where you can go jogging, biking, or just walk the river. If you're looking for some more outdoor activities, then we have the Guadalupe River, and this is a great spot for tubing. A lot of folks like to come here and just relax on a tube and cool off. They also have some great food. People come and play music. Or some people will even bring their kayak and go kayaking down the river. And the more rain we've had, the higher the river will be, the more intense the river will be. And we also have, if you're into caving, we have the Natural Bridge Caverns. And this is a huge caving system. It's 2 miles long, and they developed a quarter of it for their discovery tour. And I guess for like caving beginners. And this is like, they took the most spectacular part of the cave with all the stalactites, stalagmites, the big rooms. And like, it took us an hour and a half to walk through there. They had caroling in the cave, and the acoustics in the cave, like those carolers, like, it sounds like you're in a cathedral or something. And then they also had pictures with Santa and things like that. And if you're into hiking, or if you're into dinosaurs, or both, we have the Natural Bridge Caverns. And this is, you hike 2.5 miles and you can see 110 million-year-old dinosaur footprints. They are the only dinosaur footprints on public land in southern Texas. Definitely something to check out. I mentioned these in my first video, but I figured it's worth mentioning again. And thank you for watching. This is by no means an exhaustive list. I'm going to touch on what was uniquely San Antonio. If you come to live here, you will not go bored, I promise. Thank you for watching, and have a great week.